you ever walk into a room and instantly you know what runs without him saying a word? That's what's called presence, guys. And most men don't have it. Not because they're weak, but because they're scattered. They enter a room begging the room to approve of them, begging for attention, eyes darting around, shoulders tight, phone in hand, trying to fit in rather than taking up space like they really, really belong there. And the consequences are brutal. In dating, you become nice. At work, you overlook even when you're competent. In friendship, you're tolerated, not respected. And the worst part, you start feeling invisible. So you overcompensate, you talk too much, try too hard, laugh too loud, anything to be noted. But real masculine presence doesn't chase attention, guys. It commands attention. So today, I'm going to show you how to walk into a room and be felt. Not with arrogance, not with the fake alpha nonsense out there, but with calm power. So stick with me to the end, because one shift you'll learn today can change how people treat you immediately and moving forward for the rest of your life. Now, masculine presence is rare these days now because modern life trains men to be mentally fragmented. You're constantly reacting, notifications, stress, comparison, performance pressure. So you show up physically, but your mind is elsewhere, and people can feel that. Presence is energy management, guys. It's never system control. It's self-respect made visible. Most men think presence is about being the loudest guy, the funniest guy, the most stylish guy, the richest guy. No, presence is the man who looks like he already won internally. He doesn't rush, he doesn't audition, he doesn't seek permission to exist. And that's why he's felt, because he's not trying to take, he's bringing something into the room. Certainty, calm, leadership. When you master presence, you don't need to announce yourself, the room will do it for you. Here's my first tip. Slow your body down, because speed is a tell. A rush man creates insecurity, not with word, with movement. When you enter a room, move like you've got time. Shoulders back, chin neutral, your chest opens and relax. Don't scan like a prey. Observe like a man who's assessing. Plant your feet for half a second before you start moving again. Even the small pause changes your energy when you walk into a room. Presence starts with pace. If you can't control your pace, you can't control your frame. And secondly, carry a quiet face and a quiet voice. You don't need to look angry, you need to look centered. Too many men smile as a survival tactic, smiling to be liked. Your face should be calm, composed, and selective. When you speak, speak slower than you think you should. Let silence do some of the work. Most men fear silence, so they fill it in with words. But silence is where authority lives, guys. The man will compose without panicking is a man people listen to when he finally speaks in room. And thirdly, stop entering rooms to be approved of. Enter to contribute, own the room. That is the inner game. The moment you walk in thinking, do they like me? Do I fit in? Am I enough? You shrink yourself. Rather, ask, what's needed here? What can I do to make a difference? Sometimes what's needed is confidence. Sometimes it's calm. Sometimes it's humor. Sometimes it's leadership. Presence grows when you shift from performance to purpose. The room doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be solid. That single mindset change instantly makes you more grounded, because now you're not a beggar, you're a builder. You own the room. And fourthly, master eye contact like a weapon. Warm, not weird. Weak eye contact communicates avoidance, guys. Over aggressive eye contact communicates insecurity and ego. The sweet spot is steady eye contact with relaxed facial muscle. When you greet someone, lock in, nod slightly, and speak like you mean what you say. Don't look away first out of anxiety. Don't hold too long stares. Keep it natural but intentional. This is how you tell people, I'm here, I see you, I'm not intimidated. And fifth, which is really, really key to me, dress and groom like a man who respects himself, because presence is also visual discipline. You don't need designer everything, you need fit, cleanliness, and consistency. When your clothes fit your body, when your shoes are clean, when your scent is subtle but sharp, you're communicating competency, standards before you even speak. Presence is what happens when your inner discipline and outer presentation match. The man who looks put together but acts nervous is a mismatch. But the man who looks sloppy but tries to act dominant is a joke. Align the inside and the outside together and you become very undeniable. And here my final thought. Presence is something you turn on, God. It's something you become. You build it over time. Privately, by discipline, self-control, and the ability to regulate your emotion. And the moment you start walking slower, speaking cleaner, holding your frame, entering rooms to contribute rather than audition, people will treat you differently because you treat yourself differently. So, your assignment is simple moving forward. The next time you walk into a room, pause for one breath, relax your shoulder and move like you belong there, because you really do. So, if you want more content like this, focus on style, confidence, discipline, subscribe to my channel, log in with my channel, and this is Troll Style. Grow, style, and refine always.